once in a while, I like to roll through YouTube just to see what's going on out there. And one of the things the most common thing that I find is that if you're not talking bad about someone or some product or a thing, then you're not really going to get a lot of clicks. That's the one thing I notice is people love the negativity on YouTube. But what I really do is I try to go to like little influencers and just to see what they're all saying. And I've noticed that the majority of them will consistently follow the same trends. They all are saying the same things. Once one person says it, they all start saying the same things. And one of the most common ones that I've been running into for like a few months now is that looking broke or looking poor is extremely important in some capacity to help push you forward in your business endeavors. That is such a high level of BS that I almost don't know where to start. Now, I want to make sure you understand, not only is looking poor and looking broke extremely stupid, so is just wearing expensive ass shit for the sake of wearing expensive ass shit. You don't need to do either one. It's not about looking broke. It's not about being broke. It's not about looking rich. It's not about being rich. Neither one of those are accurate. Your clothes are just a costume. That's what you need to recognize. Your clothes are merely a costume, and you want your clothes to be an outward representation of how you feel about yourself inside. So they need to give you a feel. When you wear these costumes, you need to feel a level of comfortability inside those clothes so that you feel comfortable in the clothes, in the costume, and you feel comfortable inside your own skin. And that level of confidence is what will make the difference when you're going to present yourself in whatever situation you're presenting yourself. When I say you need to be comfortable in your costume, you do need to play the part of whatever you're going into. So just like if you are not the CEO, primary owner, and chairman of the board of your own multi-billion-dollar company, then showing up in Bermuda shorts and sandals seems like a really bad idea, regardless of how comfortable it makes you feel. Just like going to a pool party in a three-piece suit wouldn't really people would look at you strange. Now, if you're of such a high status, such a high level that if Lady Gaga showed up even though she's not as popular as she once was, if she showed up to a pool party in a three-piece suit, people would think it was a wonderful form of expression. So your level of status in whatever you're doing does play a part in how far you can push those things. I am the owner and CEO of my own companies. So I wear my gym clothes just like I do in these videos all the time. That being said, when I have something that I have to go to, that I have to meet new people, and we need to figure out a way to work together, or I'm trying to bring them onto my team to help push us forward, I dress more appropriately. Now, I don't feel the need to wear anything that is expensive for the sake of wearing something expensive, but I'm also not going to choose just to wear shit that's going to make me look broke. Neither one of those are stupid. Neither one of those are going to work. Both of those are stupid. You got to wear what's going to make you feel more comfortable. So as a general rule, the most of you guys see me in like Ray-Bans and stuff like that. I have lots of other glasses. These are just the ones that I wear on a daily basis. So I switch my glasses. I wear glasses everywhere, guys. Even in the gym, in the house, in the gym, everywhere, except for to sleep and in the shower is the only time I don't have them on. So, but this is how I feel comfortable about myself. I feel my glasses, even my glasses and my clothes are an outward representation of how I feel about myself. And so I feel comfortable like this. If you ever notice, we have a long-standing joke amongst all of us where we will see somebody who, if like at the gym is a good place, they'll suddenly show up at the gym and they'll be wearing shades. But they look so uncomfortable because they're doing something that isn't natural and normal for them. For whatever reason, they've been seeing me do it. They decided to mimic it. Now, it doesn't matter what the purpose was, but they look uncomfortable and then they only do it once or twice and then they never do it again. So that's the whole point, is you need to be comfortable with what you're doing and what you're wearing. Your clothes are merely a costume, and your costume needs to make sure that you feel comfortable in your own costume and your own skin. That level of comfortability will come with a level of confidence that allows you to move forward and present yourself in that endeavor in a way that you won't be able to if you don't feel as comfortable. You do not need to look broke. You do not need to look rich. You can wear $10,000 jeans with a $5 shirt and a $35 pair of shoes. You can wear a $5,000 pair of shoes with $10 pair of pants and a $2 shirt. It really doesn't matter. It's just, how do you feel? Does it make you feel good and comfortable with yourself? Nothing needs to be expensive at all. You can get everything you got from the thrift store. And as long as you feel comfortable in it, that's all that will make the difference. It won't be always what you're wearing, but how you feel when you're wearing it. That's usually what people feel is like really cool when they see people doing things. Again, if Lady Gaga showed up at a pool party with a 3-piece suit, everybody would think it was a wonderful form of expression, as long as she felt comfortable doing it. That would be the difference. If she showed up, twitchy and looking all uncomfortable and shit, it wouldn't go over as well. It's that level of confidence in the things that you're doing. Granted, some people have higher levels of confidence, and I get that, but your clothes are a costume, and changing your wardrobe to match the way you feel about yourself, and so that you can feel good when you look at yourself in the mirror, will give you a boost of confidence. That level of comfortability with yourself in your clothes, in your own skin, will give you a boost of confidence that will allow you to move through that endeavor and represent yourself in a better fashion. You do not need to look broke. You do not need to look rich. You do not need to do either one of those things. You need to wear things that make you feel comfortable about yourself. Now, in certain cases, some people, that they have on, their label whores, and they got on Louis, Gucci, they got on everything that you could think of, and that makes them feel better about themselves. And they move through the world differently. They may look like clowns, but they feel good, so they act even arrogant. But they're moving through the world in a way that they feel comfortable and is allowing them to present themselves at the highest level of confidence that they have. Even if it doesn't even if it's not a really good representation of what we're looking for, it is a good representation for how what you're wearing can give you a boost of confidence to take you to that next level. So I've just noticed multiple times all these different influencers talking about how it is important to look broke, how it is important to appear like you don't have any money. None of that is true. You need to appear in a fashion and wear things that you look comfortable. If you look comfortable in it, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to act really confident in the things that you're doing, especially if you add that with you understanding and knowing in the industry that you're operating within. You're just going to shine in a way that you couldn't any other way. So I want to make sure you understand your clothes are a costume. You do not need to look poor. You do not need to look rich. You need to look and feel comfortable in the clothes that you're wearing. That is what you're looking for. It doesn't need to be expensive, and it doesn't need to be cheap. It just needs to be what you feel feels. It needs to be what makes you feel good, looks good on you, and makes you feel good about yourself. That's it. Good luck, everybody.